Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Oakland, California. The pregame festivities here in Oakland have to be seen to be believed. This crowd in silver and black, they are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. Hi again, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at the Raiders here entering play. They come in right at 500, looking to get that win to bump them back above 500.
This game means a lot to them because of what you just talked about. When you can bump yourself over 500, it's a lot of optimism in your building as you move forward in the season.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Packers, it's been a great start to the season. Back-to-back wins to begin the campaign.
Yeah, you don't want to get too excited. There's still a lot of season to go, but they've come out playing good fundamental football, and that might carry them a long way.
Pinheiro now to kick this one away. Trevor Davis now to return. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. It'll be Aaron Rodgers under center, who was drafted by the Packers back in 2005 in the first round, now in his 14th year with Green Bay.
And a case can be made that Aaron Rodgers is changing the way you play quarterback in the NFL. Instead of just precision and timing, he's able to take a play and extend it even when it doesn't need to be and go for the bigger play downfield rather than short, easy, effective throw.
On first down, Rodgers. It gets it over the middle to Cobb. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Rodgers to throw on second down. That's caught by Geronimo Allison, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. Rodgers to Allison, good for a Green Bay first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
They go play action here on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Bruce Irvin in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
On second down, here's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. And the big meat on the D-line, we'll see how they do today.
And I'd hate to be an offensive lineman having to deal with these guys. They come in hungry, mean, and confident. They think that no one can block them.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. On third and long, it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. You know, last week I remember asking you, what would an offensive coordinator be looking for week 2 of the preseason? Now we're in week 3. Defensive coordinator-wise, what's he looking at?
For the most part in preseason, you're playing pretty basic stuff, pretty vanilla defenses. You're looking for guys that play with abandon, that just go out and make plays. You kind of let their athletic ability take over in order for you to notice them.
Well, that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. The man calling the shots in the huddle will be Derek Carr in his 5th year now out of Fresno State.
I spent plenty of time this offseason listening to people debate about whether Derek Carr is actually a top 10 quarterback in the NFL or whether he's more a middle-of-the-pack guy. If he's a top 10 quarterback in the league, then you're thinking playoffs for your team.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 18.
Get down.
Now the first carry for Marshawn Lynch. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Yeah, the offensive starters here for the Raiders.
One of the things I like to do when I'm scouting players is talk to those who knew him before, and I ended up finding out that Amari Cooper has been like a professional route runner since the time he was 6 or 7 years old, has always taken the game seriously, has always worked on his craft, and you see evidence of that each and every week on an NFL field. Couple that with his athletic ability, that's one big reason he's finding himself open in the NFL.
On 2nd down, Lynch gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. And let's get a look at the Green Bay defense.
A 4th-rounder back in 2012 out of Iowa, Mike Daniels, has been about as good a 4th-rounder as you could hope for. A strong defensive tackle, named an alternate selection to the Pro Bowl after the 2017 season. Why? Ability to play the point of attack, and also get upfield and spill plays in the backfield.
Hey. Monday, low, 85. 618. White.
Here's Carr. It's caught. Nelson. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 1st down, Raiders. The former Packer Jordy Nelson on the receiving end from Carr.
3rd and 4 is always a tough call. Maybe a little too long to run for it, but not too long to hit him on the quick slant. And that was well executed. Found the window and zipped it right in there.
And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They'll run again with Lynch. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
637. Down. Low. 637.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the 1st. The quick slant, good for 8 and a 1st.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
On 1st down, Carr over the middle, complete. That's Nelson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. First down, the run with Lynch. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Again, they'll pound it with Lynch. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Mike Daniels makes the tackle. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Nelson. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. The confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they look at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, just keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this. And, hey, you know, you guys didn't come out of the gate. I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well. Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now the first carry for Doug Martin. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. And before they can get settled in here, time expires on the first quarter of action. 0-0 our score, and we're back to Oakland after this.
The NFL on EA Sports is presented by Snickers. You're not you and you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football. And they've got it here with a first down. They'll run with Lynch. Lynch fighting, and he lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
No coach or team's ever happy when someone has a turnover, but if there's ever a good time to do it,
preseason.
Yeah, right now. You know that come regular season, he's going to be ready to go, and maybe he'll remember, yeah, I don't want to do this when it comes time for the games to count.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Rodgers. And his throw is going to be incomplete. These offensive starters still out there in the second quarter. You would think the plans for them to at least play into the third quarter, if not all the way through it.
Yeah, it might go by feel. If they have a really good first drive to start the third quarter, they might pull them after that. If not, might leave them out there a little bit longer, but I'll guarantee this, they'll be gone by the start of the fourth quarter.
319!
The first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on third and a tough 9. Shotgun now for Rodgers. It's caught outright by Graham. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, like hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he could scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Here's J.K. Scott now, standing just outside his own goal line. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Harris now to return. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time, fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, we're going to put some points up and have a little momentum going. They got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go, and move on to the next series.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Carr gives to Marshall. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
They'll run it. Here's Lynch. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
When you think of Mike Daniels, you think of strength. Hard to knock off the football, but surprising quickness and ability to move and evade people. How about that play there?
Well, he can squat 600 pounds, so that's how he caught people's attention coming into the league, and he caught our attention right there. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there, and it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. Rodgers will bring the Pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. Rodgers now on 1st down. Caught left side by Cobb. Randall Cobb on the breakaway. Touchdown, Packers. Randall Cobb, 74 yards. And the Packers are able to strike quickly for 6.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. And we can break that scoring drive down pretty easily. One play, long touchdown pass into the end zone. Crosby on now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he is going to be tackled at the 1-yard line. What a mess that was.
All right, partner, get that disapproving look off of your face. He did get it out to the 1-yard line. Yeah, I know. Wasn't the best play in the world. He's hoping his offense can bail him out.
Yo, Chief. 24. 637.
In his own end zone, it's Carr. Over the middle, complete. That's Nelson. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
694.
Carr now on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Nelson. And they'll get him down here at the 23. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets him a new set of downs.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Throwing on first down is Carr. Over the middle, complete. It's Nelson. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on second down.
808. Down. 185. 694. 694. You're mine.
Now Carr throwing on second down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Nelson. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. He's got the first down. He's got a big game going right now. Already over 100 yards receiving in this first half alone. Continuing to steadily move the ball down the field. Not big play after big play, but these moderate gains getting first downs.
And you know what they add up to, right? If you continue that pace and you continue to move it downfield, they add up into 6 points. That's exactly what you're looking for. I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Down. 180. Low, low, low. 637. Hey, 734. Low, low, low. 282.
On second down, here's Carr. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Cooper's first catch, and good for a first down. Carr will come up here with a 1st and 10, and he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend.
24. 29. 637. 694. 808.
Carr now on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
Raider 1. Get down.
Back to the ground, Lynch. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
29.
Carr going to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Nelson. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
On the give, this is Lynch. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Tackle made there by Nick Perry. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Now, hey, 34. Low. Express. Low.
Carr to throw on second down. Nice man complete over the middle. That's Nelson. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. Carr now, pretty remarkable. 14 of 15 through the air, only one incompletion. And another 1st and 10 here.
6-18. White.
Into the red zone, it's Carr. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
Now, lady. Heavy.
Handoff comes to Lynch. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. This one of 6 games kicking off on this Friday night as we are less than 2 weeks away from the start of the regular season on September 6th. We'll have 7 more games tomorrow and then 2 more on Sunday. In our game, expect to see the starters for at least 1 more drive, something to look forward to as we get you back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Our starters likely to be out there for the 3rd quarter as we get back underway in this second half. The return man here, Dwayne Harris. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And our focus now moves to Jordy Nelson. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
3rd quarter starts with a run from Lynch. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
6-18. 29.
To throw on 2nd down. Carr over the middle, complete. It's Nelson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant. Carr now 15 out of 17 through the air, only 2 incompletions. It's 1st down. On the handoff, Lynch. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland 1st down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Down, blue lady.
Here's a give to Lynch. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. As we surmise, Charles, most of the starting units still out there for this third quarter. First time this preseason that they played into the second half.
And that's by design. Most of the time by this point of the preseason, you want them to go into the half, cool down, and then come back out and warm up to start the third quarter like you would a regular season game. That's exactly what they wanted to get done.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. The Raiders on third down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
Get out! Your mind. 180. Purdue. 618. Your mind.
Now Carr. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Nelson. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
To throw, it's Carr. Over the middle, complete. That's Nelson. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he's got the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy, and what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Well, he didn't make headway on that one, but he's had plenty of carries all night long. I just wonder if maybe he's a little bit tired from toting the rock that much.
The offense on third down tonight, they've been excellent, 6 for 7. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. On third down, they go Lynch. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Well, they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. They'll run with Marshawn Lynch. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
The best offenses and the ones that win are ones that make adjustments. And right now, I think this team needs to open things up.
On second down, Martin. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
On third down, Carr. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Nelson. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
6:37. Low. 7:34. 24. Low.
Carr to throw for it on 4th down. This will be caught at about the 6. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
Well, the feel that I get on this is that they felt like 3 was just not going to be enough after getting this deep into their territory.
And, Charles, correct me if I'm wrong, but it didn't even look like they hesitated there. They knew they wanted to go for it.
That tells me that during the week, they were thinking about these situations, and they feel like maybe they're just the better team, and they want to go ahead and prove it conclusively. I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
He'll get it up the middle. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. This is 3rd and goal. Still looking for the first points of the game. They'll run for it with Lynch. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Marshawn Lynch taking it in from a yard out. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So that, amazingly, a 17-play drive. And it's all capped off by a Marshawn Lynch touchdown run. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. Returnable here for Davis. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And our focus now moves to Randall Cobb. Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far, he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that because it has been pretty good, but there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now, they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But boy, he can explode at any moment.
Yeah, and when you hit that end zone once, you won't find it again, will you?
Yes, you do.
Makes you hungrier.
You get greedy in a good way.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
And there's the first tackle of the game for Carl Joseph. He's one of those safeties that you can utilize in any way you want. But I will have to say, I think the number one thing he does best is tackle.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Graham. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
To throw is Rodgers. He gets it over the middle to Cobb. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. 7-7 is our score. Pretty even matchup so far as we start quarter number 4. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Again, it's Jones. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Now the backup Kaiser to throw. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for Green Bay. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. And now Oakland ready to take the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there and handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it, and boy, the reward was there. A big pickup, and guess what? It's now 3rd and very short in order to try and pick up the first down.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And his throw here's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Here we go!
On 2nd down, Williams trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. It was Maurice Hurst who got him down. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
On 3rd down, Kaiser. And Davis went it left side. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. And they'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Here's J.K. Scott now. He's been terrific so far. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. And now Oakland ready to take the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage. Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets them a new set of downs.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
First down, here's the run with Martin. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And off comes to Martin. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Vanderbilt's own Oren Burks had the tackle defensively.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Here's Manuel. And this is caught by Martavis Bryant. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Now Manuel. He completes it to Bryant. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Now a handoff to Richard. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
They'll look to throw here. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. Manuel now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They give to Martin. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
They run it again with Martin. And they'll get him down right around the 16. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. As they'll talk it over here before what'll be an important 3rd down. They'll run it. Here's Martin. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. And now the Packers going to take another timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This for the lead in the final stages. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
After the field goal, on to kick it away is Pinheiro. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle. Kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. They'll look to throw. And that's complete to Lewis. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A big third down conversion with a gain of 28. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
And the spike comes now with just under 40 ticks left. The Packers on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Let's go! What? 9!
They'll hand it off now. Williams. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and that will knot us up at 10. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And now Oakland ready to take the field. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now.
Over! Zach! Green 88! Green 88! Go!
Again, it's Martin. And he powers his way up past the 30. 4 yards on the pickup there, as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for first.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Now a first throw here in overtime. Over the middle, complete. That's Bryant. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 7 yards on the quick slant and a first down. Pretty good location there on that throw.
It really was, wasn't it? That was likely one where the receiver was either going to catch it or no one. Really good decision. And boy, what a catch and move right there.
And a tough spot to get it over the middle. They'll look to throw here on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Bryant. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
Over!
Now Martin. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
He'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, he almost had it. Would have been a big interception here in OT. Instead, it'll give him another shot on third down. That's one of those pivotal plays that'll just stick out in everybody's mind from this game. If he picks that off, what a momentum swing down here in the end zone.
And he did his job. He knocked the ball away. But it does feel like a letdown for him and his teammates, doesn't it? A chance to intercept it, turn it back over to his offense with a chance to win the game.
Over the middle, complete. That's Bryant. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
Brandon, that's a huge completion there. That puts him in field goal range, but let's face it. They don't want 3 here. They want 6. With these overtime rules, a touchdown finishes it off.
Yeah, looking to win it right away. Good to know, though, that they have 3 in their back pocket if they need it. They'll look to throw now on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. They run. Martin. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25. And I know you with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. And they need 5 yards on third down here to keep this opening drive of OT alive. Back to throw here. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Bryant. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. Shaping up to be a very efficient opening drive here in overtime.
And can you feel the tension building? Because I'm feeling it. All right, I've got the sweaty palms here with each play because of the enormity of what's going on. Each play means so much in overtime, and they're handling it well as this drive continues. I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
This will be caught at about the 5. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A lot of efficiency here on this drive. Heck, this may be their best drive of the game.
Yeah, if they'd moved it like this throughout the entire game, we probably wouldn't be here in overtime. But right now, what you just said was the key word, efficiency. Taking care of the ball, moving downfield, get themselves in a position to score and win this game.
They'll give it to him up the middle. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, that one was over before it could get rolling. How about the D just knifing into the backfield and shutting that one down?
He'll get it up the middle. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Again, it's Richard. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. Now the timeout comes here in the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. So the offense takes the timeout, and they are back out and ready to rock. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. Now the timeout comes here in the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. The kick by Piniero is good. We thought this game would be a good one. It did not disappoint into overtime, and it took the field goal to win it.
And we always pay lip service to how important it is to play defense. And usually we focus on the big offensive pyrotechnics, right? But in this case, they got the ball back on defense, gave themselves a chance, and they capitalized on it with a victory.
And I don't care what distance out field goals from in overtime. The knees are always knocking, but he pushed it through.
Not only that, think about your snapper, your holder. A lot of nerves for them, too, because they have to do their job in order to give him one last chance to put a foot to it.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis.